Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. Right now, we are taking a live look over the Kansas City area, and you can see out there the snow. It is freezing outside, and the worst of it is still to come. Frigid temperatures we will be expecting in the next couple of days, and so we wanted to let you all know of some tips to avoid wintertime repairs. With that being said, I do want to turn things over to our guest for today. You're taking a look at AAA's Nick Shabaria. Nick, I feel like we just spoke, and we're having you right back on here today, and I appreciate your time. But what can people do to prepare their homes for this winter weather?
Yeah, hey Janae, it's always good to be here. We're switching gears from car safety now to home safety, which is equally important, especially with these, frigid temperatures that we're expecting to see later in the week and over the weekend. Now is the time you want to get your home ready for those extremely cold temperatures when it's still a little bit bearable outside. The biggest thing homeowners and renters, for that matter, should be concerned with is freezing pipes. AAA found the average frozen pipe claim in the region costs more than $11,000. And we know repair costs, labor costs have skyrocketed. So that figure is only likely to go up. But a couple of things you can do right now to get your home ready. Number one, remove exterior faucets. That includes, things like your hose. If you have other exterior faucets outside, make sure you're removing hoses from those faucets. They also sell little insulation covers that you can put on those exterior faucets because those are more susceptible, of course, to those frigid cold temperatures than anywhere else in your home. Also, if you have a basement, attic, places where your heat from your home may not be reaching, now is the time that you want to make sure those pipes, especially the ones along exterior walls, are well insulated. Again, you can buy insulation. Some people in a pinch you could even use newspaper, wrap your pipes in newspaper. But any insulation is going to be better than none, especially with these cold temperatures we're expecting.
And we kind of touched on that earlier this morning. Those four P's you definitely want to be aware of, and pipes is one of them, as well as people and pets and plants. So the list goes on and on. But I think what I'm grabbing the most out of what you're saying is the fact that the regional frozen pipe clean cost more than $11,000. That is insane. So what is covered by homeowners insurance and what's not? Give us the breakdown.
Yeah, and really quick on that cost, just to give an example of how much we've seen labor and parts and everything go up. Just in 2020, the average cost for a frozen pipe claim was right around $3,000. Again, now more than $11,000, and that's just in line with the cost of everything else that we've seen. When it comes to what's covered by your homeowner's insurance, now is the time you also want to take to review your policy so you know what's covered and what's not. Every policy is going to be different. Every company is going to be a little different. Generally, damage from winter storms, for example, any roof damage, roof collapses due to winter snow or ice, that's usually covered by standard homeowners policies. Now, when we talk about frozen pipes and other damage caused by the cold, that's also usually covered, given that the homeowners or the renters, if you have a renter's policy, takes, regular maintenance is performed and precautionary steps are taken to prevent those type of accidents from happening. That includes making sure that you maintain good heat in the building, in your home or in your apartment. That's going to ensure that your coverage is in full order, is intact, and you'll be able to file a claim should something happen. But again, the best thing to do would be to prevent that from happening in the first place, because you're not only going to be dealing with the claims process, you're going to be dealing, with potential water damage if it's a frozen pipe, and of course, it's going to just take time to get that fixed.
Now, let's say, because we had the storm yesterday and we're all dealing with this weather right now, but let's say you slip or you fall on your property, what is that going to be covered by?
Well, most homeowners policies have liability coverage. Slip and falls, whether it's, if it's somebody else walking on the sidewalk or driveway or your walkway, that's generally going to be covered by the homeowner's liability coverage. Again, that may vary from policy to policy, but again, it's so important, especially with these frigid cold temperatures and the precipitation we just received. Make sure you're shoveling, salting, properly, adequately, timely to prevent these, accidents, slips, injuries from happening.
And again, I want to throw those 4Ps up once again. Like you mentioned, Nick, we will be dealing with some frigid temperatures going into the weekend. So you definitely want to be aware of this. And as we're talking about right now, those pipes, you want to wrap those outdoor exposed pipes and listen to all the tips that Nick is sharing with us here. Now, Nick, before I let you go here at the live desk, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Well, it's important, maybe you're going to be traveling this weekend. Some people have a long weekend with Martin Luther King Day on Monday. It's important to remember that you need to do these steps before you leave home when these frigid temperatures move in. Again, if you're going to be gone, even if it's just while you're at work next week, make sure you're not setting your thermostat below 55 degrees. That's going to again make sure that that the air is circulating even in some of those colder, hard to reach areas. Open up the cabinets underneath your sink in your kitchen and in your bathroom vanities. That's going to give more airflow there as well. And really make sure your home is well insulated around windows, weather stripping around windows and doors. That's just going to make your furnace, give your furnace a little break here. It's going to be working hard already over the next week or so. So you want to make sure you put yourself in the best position possible. Keep your house warm, insulated, and avoid some of these costly mistakes that we see when it comes to frozen pipes.
Great. Thank you so much, Nick, for joining me here at the live desk. As always, it is a pleasure to get tips from you, and hopefully the next time we talk, we'll be looking ahead to a holiday. So thank you again so much.
Sounds good to me. Take care.
Have a good one.